Hi students, welcome back. We are in week 2 of Proverbs, the Rooted series, and today we're talking about this movie club that is called The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Yep. So there's 3 characters, of course, in this movie. One's good, obviously, one's bad, and then one's ugly. Well, the 3 of them are on this quest to find treasure, gold,
aren't we all?
The treasure, right? And so the whole movie is about like the 3 of them, you know, doing this. Well, there's this one particular scene where it's the good guy and then it's the ugly guy. And so the good guy is actually been captured by the ugly guy. And so the ugly guy is on a horse with an umbrella and they're in this desert and it's like scorching hot, super hot desert. Obviously, it's the desert. And then you have the good guy who's walking because the bad guy is obviously not taking him on the horse to help him, you know? He's making him walk in this dark, deep, you know, hot sand. And the good guy is getting super tired. He's getting like his face is scorched red and he is dying because he has no water and he is literally dying. So eventually he collapsed and he's just on the sand. And the bad guy is on his horse with his umbrella, drinking water and laughing at him. And he has like the most evil laugh. Anyway, and so you hear this laugh, and I don't want to do it. I mean, you've seen it. You know the laugh. It's just kind of ugh. And so he's making fun of the good guy because he's like, hey, I got water, you don't. And the good guy is just looking at him like, please give me some water, and he won't. And he's just evil, evil, evil. Anyway, he ends up never giving him his water. He just makes the guy suffer. What y'all think of that clip?
That was so frustrating. I mean, you just hate that guy so much for not sharing his water. And then the moment where he puts his feet in the water, and you even think that he would drink that.
Out of the suffering?
Yeah.
That was like a whole nother level.
Right.
Yeah. No, it was very frustrating. I haven't seen that movie, but that clip in itself, I already hate whatever that, if he's the bad guy, the ugly guy, it was terrible. I hated it.
He was both because he was evil.
Yeah.
So prideful and selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and wasting water.
Things when someone was in need.
Yeah, frustrating.
Right. So that brings us to our scripture today. And we have 3 scriptures. They're super short, but at the premise of it, it's about you need to give to those in need. That's the core takeaway is you need to give to the needy. Sure. So Ashley, if you would please read Proverbs 3, 9 through 10.
I would be honored. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the first fruits of all your produce. Then your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will be bursting with wine.
Cool. Tim, will you please read Proverbs 14, 21?
Sure. Proverbs 14, 21 says, the one who despises his neighbor sins, but whoever shows kindness to the poor will be happy or will be blessed.
And then I'm just going to read Proverbs 14, 31. Whoever oppresses a poor man insults his maker, but he who is generous to the needy honors him. So what are your kind of observations from the first?
Sure. Like you said, a lot of this has to do with being generous to the poor or being generous to the needy. And I think a lot of times, like just inevitably, we always think of money, like giving to the poor, like in like economic statuses. Yeah. But I loved the version of Proverbs 14:21 that I read just says, but whoever shows kindness to the poor will be happy or will be blessed. And so that doesn't have a numerical value to it. You know, you don't run out of kindness like, oh, sorry, I don't have anything to give you. Like my kindness is all gone. You know, it's just a constant posture and state of understanding, being kind and lending just a generous heart to those that may be in need or that may be poor. I mean, they do go hand in hand.
And we'll think about the most valuable thing we have is the gospel. And so people are like poor in spirit. So like sharing that is most profound and worth more than any jewels and money could ever buy.
For sure.
Right.
And like I said, these proverbs are probabilities, and the probability is that you will be a more happy person. Like there is you reap what you sow. There's a benefit to being generous and kind to those that are in need. Right.
And everything you have is God's, right? So to honor the Lord is to give up what he's already given you, right? And that's so much more powerful if you give up something that he gave you, you know, because a lot of times people get prideful, like this is mine, like I've earned this. Well, God provided that for you. So if you're willing to give that up, that's so much more powerful. And other people will see that when you're giving and giving all that you have for the Lord and not yourself.
Yeah, and that word first fruits in Proverbs 3:9, that word first fruits is very important because it's not like you're giving your leftovers to God or to others. Like the very first of what you own, the most important, you're not thinking of if I have leftovers, then I'll be generous. Like, no, you are giving God what's rightfully his, like you said, at the very beginning, and that's what shows your heart is kind of in a good place towards him.
Right. And then scripture also says, the one who despises his neighbor, needy can be your neighbor. Yeah. It doesn't mean the oppressed, the poor. Yes, that does include the oppressed and the poor, but it also means your neighbor, like, you know, your friend. It also includes your family, your friends. So God is wanting you to give to others, help those in need. God has given you these blessings for a reason. He's giving you blessings so you can bless others. Yeah. It's not just, I'm gonna keep it all for myself and then I'm just gonna give you the little scrumbles and the, you know, the leftovers. We are called.
That's the wrong mindset, for sure.
For sure. And so as we close out today's lesson, we have a takeaway, and what we want you to do is to apply this. How do you apply this in your life? Well, we are going to schedule something super fun. We want y'all to serve in the community. We, of course, will be serving along with you because we do life with you. But we are gonna plan something really fun to where we can serve the community as a group together. Not only will that help us build camaraderie and community with each other, but also serve the community because we are the hands and feet of Jesus. And so we look forward to talking to you about this. You know, when you talk, we're about to break into your small groups, so definitely continue to look at the observations of these scriptures. How do you apply it in your life? And then we will get back to you on how we can serve together. Thanks, guys.